All right, good morning, everybody. How are you? Your boy, Adam Handler, the case handler.
I am great.
Squeeze, can you hear me? Are we on? Are we live? Are we ready to do this?
We are live. We're good to go.
We know Conrad's here because I hear the piano in the background, but listen, don't be fooled. We're not just musicians. We're attorneys too. When I say back in action, I was away last week working remotely, like I guess I've been very accustomed to doing since the pandemic hit in March, but we've done some amazing things. I've got news for you guys. Friday was a ridiculous day, a very successful day for the case handler clients here at Pollack, Isaac DeSico. Again, my name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. It is Monday, July 27th, and you are officially, whether you're on Facebook Live or whether you're on 93.5 FM listening, are officially cruising with the case handler show by attorneys for people out there that want to get their questions answered for 100% free. That's right. This is not a gimmick. This is not a mistake. Free legal advice. The phones are already ringing. You can hear them. Our phone number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529, 844-PPID law. Another way to do it. If you could safely do so right now, dial it, save it, let it ring a few times, save it later if you want, save it now. Doesn't matter to us. All that matters is that you know that there's attorneys out there that care, attorneys out there that are giving back to the community that has embraced us for decades and decades, giving free legal advice over the phone. All you have to do is give us a call. Personal injury, immigration, matrimonial, criminal defense, real estate. You got a legal problem, we got a legal solution. Again, we are Pollack, Isaac DeSico. And I want to say good morning to the team of PPID attorneys that are always on this show. Conrad, the maestro Pollack, the managing attorney of the firm, been practicing immigration law for over 36 years. And our partner as well, Nelson Madrid. Let's call him the second in command here at the immigration team of Pollack, Isaac DeSico. A gentleman that is dedicated, to say he's dedicated to his clients is an understatement. This man will fight tooth and nail like you are family to make sure that you get out of a sticky situation here in the United States and legalizing your status here while doing it, helping you and your family for generations to come. And then last but not least, still on the island of Jamaica, hopefully returning very soon, but proudly showing that American flag. David Squeeze Annakie. David, what's up, man? How you doing? Or as you're down on the island right now, I could say, Wagwan King, how are you?
Wagwan, everything good?
Things good, man. Things good.
Okay, I might be a little bit fuzzy because of the internet connection, because I'm in this beautiful parish called Portland, and the internet really, really sucks in this part of the country. But it's been a good weekend. A friend of mine got engaged, and that's the reason why I was down here. So he did it on the Blue Lagoon with his beautiful wife to be. So all is well. So here we are, man, back in the saddle, of course, doing things for the community. Got to say a pleasant good morning, reaching out to each and every one out there. Folks, once again, this is a very powerful show, but it's only powerful in the sense that you actually use the attorneys that you heard for months here on this radio station, 93.5, and also, of course, in social media. So we are arming you. We are giving you the proper weapons that you need to actually fight the war out there. As Conrad, the managing partner, says, it is a minefield out there when it comes to immigration. And as I've said about Adam Handler, you've got to choose your weapons carefully, all right? Because if not, you could end up flat on your face. Hence the reason why he goes for the jugular, for you as a client. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to welcome each and every one. Please share. Please share. And you can share on Facebook. Just share on someone's timeline, share in their groups. We'd love for you to make the show become more popular. Also, of course, when you do share, you are actually helping others. Also, if you're listening to 93.5 FM, tell someone about the show. Also, of course, dial the number so you can have a solid, good immigration attorney, a solid, good personal injury attorney. And that number happens to be 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Dial that number, let it ring now. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, they'll look out for you. 844-774-3529. Good morning, Conrad. Good morning, Nelson. How you all feeling today?
Good. Well, good. As usual, nice weekend, but way too short.
You know, there's one thing actually that the one thing that we didn't clear up, and maybe I can just ask you this real quick, David. I know that you're down in Jamaica, and I know that you've been dedicated to doing this show, even though you're abroad. But are you down with PPID?
Come on, you know me.
Okay, just want to make sure we're clear on that.
So what's happening in the world of immigration? I mean, it's been a short, sweet weekend. Anything the orange guys up to? I know we don't. Adam doesn't like when I bring him up, but you know, we still got to figure out what's going on or what's going on. The ban's still in full effect. Anything has changed?
The bans are all still in effect, although the word is out. Reading more and more articles, hearing more and more things on the radio and on TV about the negative consequences of the bans. A lot of lawsuits against them. We'll see. You know, look, they're in place unless some federal judge puts a stop to them. They're in place until the end of the year, and God forbid Trump gets reelected, they'll probably be in place for the rest of his next term. So let's hope that's not the case. It's affecting a lot of people in a lot of really bad, negative ways, which is really unfortunate. So, and there are so many stories out there about people that they're separated from their relatives. You know, the husband is here, the wife's back home, can't get a visa because of the bans or because the consulate's closed or what have you. And there are just so many heart-wrenching stories out there about how this ban has affected so many people in so many different ways. I don't want to say unintended ways, because I probably knowing the callousness of the administration, it's probably on purpose. And also other news, you know, we talked about a couple last week, I think, when the administration decided to rescind its rules on student visas. You know, they were going to put in place a rule that if kids were taking all their courses online, they couldn't stay here. They had to leave the country, and all those F1 visas would be canceled. And if they stayed, they'd be out of status. The government backtracked when they got all kinds of grief and guff from various organizations, including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Harvard, all these other MIT, all these Ivy League schools were up in arms for various reasons. They backtracked and they rescinded the rules. Now they've come back and they've said, well, we'll let the kids that are here continue to study, even if it's all online, but no new kids, no new student visas. If the courses are 100% online, we're not giving any new visas to these people. So it's like, you know, you can't win. You know, they're always trying to screw with the immigrant population in one way or another. And it's unfortunate, you know. And as one aspect of all of these rules, basically trying to just keep immigrants out, especially with the students, what are they doing? It's benefiting Canada, it's benefiting China, it's benefiting countries in Europe, Germany, England, the Netherlands, because all of these kids that can't come here, or even if they can come here now, they don't want to because of all the negative stuff going on. So Canada in particular, they've got a huge advertising campaign going on, basically saying, you can't go to the United States to study, come here, we'll take you. And of course, it's entirely lost on the administration that I think more than 50% of the most valuable internet companies or just new companies that have been created over whatever period of time have been founded by immigrants. You know, so basically we're telling these kids not to come here, go somewhere else and start your company, start your Tesla, you know, start whatever other organizations, Microsoft or Google, start them in Canada or do them in another country. We don't need them here. Real intelligent move, you know. And this is not just my opinion. You know, I mean, it's all over. You can read any kind of article. Even Fox News can't deny it.
So what can we do for the people out there listening saying, God, this sounds horrible. What a wonderful way to start my Monday morning. I think I'm going to jump off a bridge right now. God, could the news be any better? Could I have any more positive things going for me?
You know what
good news is, Nelson, what can we do for them?
They could vote for Joe Biden.
Listen, they can
Right.
give us a call at 844-774-3529. Again, that is 844-774-3529. That is what we can do for all of our
And
listeners
what
and
have
all
we
of our
been doing for
viewers.
people over the course of the last, let's say, 5 months?
You know, actually, just I could tell you what happened this weekend. We were actually an article was written about us and our firm in Newsday about a gentleman that we're helping who was literally about to be put on a plane. We filed a temporary restraining order, and we're basically fighting for our client to keep him in the United States. Very sympathetic case. The gentleman has a child with cerebral palsy, and he's the primary caretaker for his child. And he was picked up by ICE. You know, just while I have the floor.
Tell him how. Tell him how he was picked up by ICE.
Well, they went to his house. They went to his house, and basically they said they wanted to look around, and they basically detained him. But you know, I was on a seminar last week, and ICE is back in business. You know, ICE is, you know, basically out there picking up people with existing removal orders and detaining people.
What is ICE? What is ICE?
ICE is basically immigration's police. It's Immigration Customs Enforcement, but it's the police for immigration. You know, they are the ones who basically arrest people either as a result of criminal convictions, as a result of a prior removal order. They are the Department of Homeland Security police.
Probably some of them in Portland right now too.
Yeah. Well, in Chicago, actually, and I'm surprised Conrad didn't touch upon that. But you know, they're sending federal agents over to Chicago to basically act as police. Apparently, I think there was one state they were actually arresting people in unmarked cars and walking around, right? And walking around with just in plain clothes, just picking up people and throwing them in an unmarked van.
Man, that is very sad. Very, very sad. But anyway, that's the reason why we have the firm PPID, and that's the reason why we say everyone that's out there, listen, you need to have good attorneys on your side, considering the climate and everything that you're hearing here, the doom and gloom, the gloom and doom. Hey, listen up. We've got attorneys that's ready, willing, and able to fight for you. So dial this number, 844-774-3529. Store the number for a good personal injury attorney, a good immigration attorney, a good firm. And once again, that number is 844-774-3529. Also would like to remind you, the consultation, the phone consultation is 100% free. If you call before the top of the hour, you will get a free phone consultation, 100% free. But you need to dial the number, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That number, mention my name. Mention that you heard it on 93.5 FM. Mention that you saw it on Facebook. Once again, store the number for good attorneys. Speaking about being good and being an attorney, I'd love to get a true success story from a good attorney. All right. And that man happens to be the case handler, AKA the Shark, with the Bob Marley picture in the background in his office. We can see that. All right. So Adam, talk to me. What you got for me, man, on the front of true success stories? I know you've got something for me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm starting to dig a little deeper into some older posts that we did. You know, Testimonial Tuesday is a way for us to kind of let everybody out there know exactly what we do here at the Personal Injury Department. You know, true life success stories, you know, life-changing money for life-changing injuries. Most of the time, the clients are absolutely just so ecstatic about the outcome of the case that they're willing to, you know, give us the benefit and give us the kindness of a referral. And I just actually said this to a client only a few minutes ago this morning. You know, we're in the process of settling his cases, and he's like, "Well, how are you guys doing over there?" I said, "I appreciate you asking me that. We're doing well. We're fighting the good fight. You know, taking care of our clients, business as usual." He's like, "Well, is there anything I can do for you after this case?" I said, "If you can just do me the favor and refer me to somebody, I would appreciate it." He goes, "I actually did over the weekend." And I just realized that was a referral from him. A friend of his got into an accident got a bloody nose, and we'll see if we can do something for them. But this is a referral-based business. You know, attorneys, we're only as good as our last case, and we can never guarantee a successful outcome. But trust me, we're going to fight every case like it's our most important case. And this is one example. I love this. The reason why, first of all, this guy was like such a nice guy. Let's share this screen right here. Kenneth, that was the name, but he went by was Kenneth. And this is actually before we had those big case handler checks. You know, nowadays you see Testimonial Tuesday, you see these people holding that massive check. You know, it says the case handler on it. But back in the day, we were just, you know, we were given these paper checks and take a picture of it. And I thought it was funny. This guy, I guess, does he look like anybody to you, Squeeze? Does he look like a famous? He's a little older, but does he look like a famous singer that you know of, or producer? Can't hear you. Can't hear you, brother. You're on mute.
Oh, there we go. I said, does he look like Pharrell?
Boom. There you go. Doesn't he? The minute he walked in my door with his case initially, I'm like, this guy looks like Pharrell.
It's Pharrell's dad.
In fact, we took pictures of him next to Pharrell's picture. It was pretty funny. But this was a case, awesome guy, got him a high 5-figure settlement. And he didn't want the exact number being known, but he got, you know, he got paid for sure. If you can read that quote, can you see that? I'm not sure if it's clear right here.
But isn't the check in his hand? We can actually see the check.
No, you can't see the number though. Ruthie, she used to, you know, edit it out. It's like blurred out, almost like a license plate, you know?
Great with a capital G. This man is the best by any test, and is true to his word. Whether it's a small or big case, he's going to deliver. He goes the full 100% to make sure you're satisfied. And this is Kenneth from Westbury, New York. Man, very, very happy guy. Just by looking at his face, I can tell he's extremely happy, man.
Yeah, very serious accident. He was leaving his
6 figures, you said?
It was a high 5-figure case. So I can't tell you the exact amount, but let's say it was between 50,000 and 100,000. How's that sound? He didn't want everybody knowing that, but
Okay.
it was a serious accident. He was T-boned. We had a crazy video showing, you know, a very, very heavy impact, and he walked away with a successful result. Life-changing, like I said, life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. And even though he's smiling in that picture, I think he's smiling because he's holding up that big check, but he still was banged up. And that's just what we do here, man. You know, we have stories after stories after stories. I could spend hours and hours going over these true life success stories. I mean, these are real people with real injuries that had a lot of choices. You know, there's a lot of good lawyers out there, but not every lawyer is going to fight for you like family. Not every lawyer is going to fight for you to make sure that you get the maximum compensation, because we fully understand here that you got one chance to get it right. And we say it all the time, one chance, one choice, your case handler. And all it takes is saving that phone number. Hopefully you never need it, but God forbid you do. We're here for you, and we will snap into action like we've done for thousands of people before you, obtaining millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. If God forbid you're ever in that situation. So please have our number, save it, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529.
And that's the shark, ladies and gentlemen, AKA the Candler. All right. The man that for the money, if and when you get hurt in an accident, he's going hard, as Kenneth stated. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you dial that number, 844-774-3529. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time when we give you what's called the Maverick Minute. All right. And then we're going to jump into some immigration question. So, Mr. Nelson Madrid, what's happening in the Maverick world?
Not much. Working hard. Squeeze, actually, I just wanted to mention, we have 3 convenient office locations: 107 Avenue I, Brooklyn, New York, 906 South Street in Peekskill, New York, and our main office is at 225 Broadway, New York, New York, on the 3rd floor. So, you know, obviously we are open, and we've been taking a lot of these calls, and hopefully we can help some of the listeners out. That's it. That's my minute.
Absolutely. I just want to remind, that's your minute. And I just want to remind people.
Is this a Monday show or
don't
what?
just get
Is this a Monday show?
It's really a Monday show. All right. Just want to remind people, don't just call for the free phone consultation. Hire the attorneys. Let them go to work for you. There's way too much going on out there for you to be doing your case yourself. A lot of people are being put in removal proceedings. So please don't do your case yourself. All right. So here's an immigration question here. Is it still possible for a marriage-based interview to be waived right now? Some people receive their green cards without interview.
It's possible. I think it's inadvertent. I mentioned a case last week that we had, same thing. Guy that immigration actually, he had come to us because immigration had come to us. I was looking for him. He was from the Middle East, and I assumed they were thinking some kind of terrorist issues going on there. But he came to us. He mentioned that he had a girlfriend. I said to him, maybe you want to move up to marriage plans. Actually, a fiance as opposed to girlfriend. Ended up getting married. She was a U.S. citizen, filed for him to just status. And within a year, he just got approved recently. No interview. It's the weirdest thing. You don't see that very often. I think it was either a mistake or immigration is just trying to catch up on their extremely burdensome caseload. Maybe just blew through the case quickly without an interview. I don't have an answer for that. Personally, I think when they approve marriage cases without an interview, I think it's a mistake. That's never really happened before.
Gotcha. All right. So here's another one.